Okay, welcome viewers. So in the last video lecture, we solved one question of type 4. So we still want to solve one more question of type 4. Okay. So suppose that here we have e square minus 4. Okay. 2 raised to the power n into n plus 1 or n. Okay. So suppose take n here. Now what you were told in the last video lecture that first of all write this 2 raised to the power n to the left of this fraction, okay, and then change this e to alpha here is 2, okay, so it is 2e whole square minus 4 into n raised to the power 1 fifth. Okay, so this is equal to 2 raised to the power n upon this can be written as 4e square minus 4 n raised to the power 1 fifth. So take 4 common from the denominator. So here you are left with 1 by e square minus 1 into n raised to the power 1/5. Okay. Now apply here binomial. Uh, sorry. Before applying binomial expansion, what you do, you convert this e to delta. Okay. It is 2 raised to the power n by 4. So it is 1 plus delta whole square minus 1 n raised to the power 1. So this is 2 raised to the power n by 4. Here apply a plus b whole square identity, a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 1. Here it is n raised to the power 1. It is 2 raised to the power n by 4. Write this denominator in ascending powers of delta. So it is 2 delta plus delta square into n raised to the power 1/4. Okay. Now, what can be taken common from the uh, this denominator? Okay. We can take 2 delta common. It is 1 plus delta by 2 n raised to the power 1/4. Okay. So it is uh, 2 raised to the power n, 4 to the 8, okay, 1 by delta 1 plus delta by 2 whole raised to the power minus 1 n raised to the power 1. Okay, now we solve this thing. So this is equal to 2 raised to the power 8, sorry, 2 raised to the power n by 8, 1 by delta 1 minus delta by 2, okay, uh, into n raised to the power 1. So this is 2 raised to the power n by 8, 1 by delta, sorry, 1 by delta, 1 by delta. Here you multiply this thing inside, so it is n raised to the power 1 factorial minus 1 by 2. Delta means derivative of this function, so it is just 1. Okay. Now 1 by delta means integration of the function. So you integrate it. So what do you get? N raised to the power 2 factorial by 2. Okay. Minus 1 by 2 into n raised to the power 1. So this is the answer of the problem. Okay. Now in the next section, we want to discuss this thing that if the denominator becomes 0, then how to solve these types of questions. Okay. So see the very first question. Uh, so these are the actually special cases. Okay, special cases. For example, suppose you have here 1 by e square minus 3e plus 2. Okay, and suppose here you have 5. Okay, and you people are already aware about it that we discussed this thing in the part 1 that when this denominator sorry, when here you have constant, okay, then in that case we substitute e equal to 1. Okay, but when I do so, okay, when I substitute e equal to 1 in this case, so it, see here it becomes 0. Okay, it becomes 0. So it is case of failure. So it is called case of failure. So whenever your denominator here it becomes 0, what you do, you convert this denominator in terms of delta. So it is 1 plus delta whole square minus 3 times 1 plus delta plus 2 into 5. So this is equal to 1 by a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 3 delta plus 2 into 5. Okay. Now this can be written as 1 by delta square. What it is, 2 delta minus 3 delta, it is what it is, minus delta. So 2 plus 1 it is 3, 3 minus 3 it is 0 into 5, and this can be written as n raised to the power 0 factorial. Now write this denominator in ascending powers of delta. So it is minus delta plus delta square 5 into n raised to the power 0 factorial. Okay. So what it is, take minus delta common from the denominator. So here you are left with 1 minus delta 5 times n raised to the power 0 factorial. Okay. It is minus 1 by delta 1 minus delta raised to the power minus 1 5 times n raised to the power 0 factorial. Now I here binomial expansion. It is 1 plus delta square and so on. Okay. 5 times n raised to the power 0 factorial. So delta you are already aware that behaves like derivative operator. So multiply this term with this. What do you get? 5 times n raised to the power 0 factorial. Okay. And when you operate this delta on this, it becomes 0. Okay. Now what is the integration of this? It is 5 times n raised to the power 1 by 1. So final answer is minus 5 times. So this is the answer of this problem. Okay. So this is a special case when denominator becomes 0 and here you have constant. Okay. So in this case what you do, you just change simply your e to 1 plus delta and then apply the binomial expansion. Okay. So more about it will be discussed in the next video lecture. Okay. I will show you one more type where the denominator becomes 0 and how to solve that problem.